Yes, folks, we're back to another episode of Reel's Tennis Podcast. We're at number 9, which means one before 10 and one after 8. So we've been pretty.
All right.
Janina, okay.
For those who couldn't count, there you go.
I'm just trying to say that we've gotten pretty far, and I mean, like, no one has called us and say, get the fuck off the air, this is something.
I'm too scared to be called out.
Exactly, perhaps that's the case, because I would call them out on air, and I haven't received any letters to cease and desist, no calling anyone names, I haven't got anything like that, so I think we're doing good, so that's pretty good, so... Today I have today's episode is called Getting Down and Dirty. So hopefully we can stick to that theme today. And today, of course, I have 3 lovely ladies with me this evening. Let's start with Andreen, who is never really here. Often she's a ghost.
But I'm here. Today. I'm here today.
Quiet as it's kept. She's supposed to be on another podcast. I don't know what that's all about, but
We're not talking about that. We are not talking about that.
Yeah, and of course, anybody free advertising, we need it.
Exactly. We gotta make some money. And next we have, as always, our grateful co-host, Janina.
Ciao, ciao.
And our surprise hit last week. Everyone was so impressed by Karen because she read Martina Navratilova, read her eyeballs out. People were just like, yes, bitch,
I'm waiting for her lawyer to write me.
We have Bridge Speak, the Spin. Karen from the Spin is here with us this evening, and we hope to give you another lovely show. I have to say that we have gotten some fans. People are looking forward to our podcast, and we even have initiated a very lengthy commenter on the blog. So I have to say, love that, Caro. I don't know who you are, but I appreciate it.
Okay, and wait a minute. Hold on. I'm just putting it out there. It's not me.
Well, I know that. The person took a lot of time to write out a lot of response. And Janina, I love you, but you just don't have that kind of time on your hands. You just don't. And I know it's not my mama because my mama just ain't care that much about tennis. She just doesn't. She would probably be appalled by some of the things that I'm saying, especially by my Miami Sizzle episode. She would have been, I need to get Jesus. I can't with this. Miami Sizzle. I'm done. So today, let's get on and pop in with our show. Before I go, I just want to say thank you to all the people who are commenting, all that person, and for liking and listening. Please continue to spread the word out there. We need your support. So we're happy with number 9. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to Janina's husband, who is our unofficial technocrat here, because you got 4 people here with full college degrees and all of that, and we just don't know shit about technology. So. If you can't give us a sponsor, maybe you can give us a little technocrat, some tech money, whatever. Every little bit helps, sponsors, potential sponsors. Every little bit helps. So let's get on to this week. It was a very kind of I want to say it was a slow week, no major event. We just have these kind of, I guess, warm-up events or downtime events. They were mainly on the women tour. They call them internationals. On the men's side, they call them... Okay, they call them Vulture Tour, and on the men's side they call them 250, which I like to call a step up from challengers, or challengers, a little heavy challengers. And the ladies, we had Marrakesh and Prague. Now, I just gotta say, for Prague, I didn't know Czech Republic got that many women players. I mean, I looked at the draw and I was just seeing Czech flag, and Kvitova wasn't even there. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, who are these girls? But surprise, surprise, I'm surprised Pliskova won her first title of the year. She's been playing.
You know what I was impressed with Prague? Not to cut into your monologue.
Go along, because you're the women's expert here.
It's the fact that so many of the Czech women turned up for that event.
They were really trying to win.
Almost every single one of them turned up for that event, except for Petra. And we all know that at the inaugural, when they first started that tournament, but before it became an international, I think it was an ITF event. Petra actually went and played that event before Wimbledon.
And lost.
Yeah, so she supports her home country. And it was really good to see the level of talent that the Czech Republic has on the women's side. So that's
what I'm telling you. Czech Republic got to the semifinals of Fed Cup by fielding a B team.
Yeah.
The big girls won at present. Pliskova and I forgot her other name. I think it was Strikova and someone else. They did pretty well. So they have an excellent team. So they don't have to worry about anything.
They have top talent.
So I'm giving the Fed Cup over to Czech Republic again. So and Marrakesh. Well, the most thing I can tell you about Marrakesh is that Gabin Muguruza decided to be blonde and then lost in the first round. After that, I knew it was going to be nothing was happening there. But Elena Svitolina, I think her name is, she won. So that's a congratulations to her.
That was not in Baku.
How's that?
She won a tournament that was not in Baku.
Oh wow! Oh gosh! the shade. But you know what? I keep saying I'm not mad at these girls for trying to make some money out there, because sometimes it's hard out there for a lady when they come from these big events. They don't even get out the first, second round. So
oh Lord, we're gonna go there, right?
I'm just saying. Yeah. You make some money. You know, I'm always a big fan. You know, make the money while you can. You know, I thought Betsinci was going to win Marrakesh, but she had other plans. So Sidovina stepped up, and, you know, she's one of those bright young stars, potential young stars, along with Pliskova. So I was very excited to see that they both did well, and, you know, at least have a title for the year. So that's pretty good. Just saying. And on the men's side, well, this was Scrub Central. I'm telling you, I've never seen more scrub. It was scrubs all over Europe. They were in Istanbul, Turkey. They were in Germany. They were in Portugal. It was just scrubs galore. I mean, I didn't even know some of these people are still playing, but you know, they were trying to make that money, trying to make that hustle. And I think the most notable of all these was Istanbul, which was showing its inaugural event. Federer showed up in what I like to call a challenger event. In fact, my place where I watch the tennis, you know, which should not be named, listed it as a challenger event.
That's awesome.
I'm just saying, when Diego Schwartzman is seated at an event,
Pablo Cuevas was the number 3 seed.
You know what? Let me tell you something. You all make fun all you want, but you know what? These boys all had heart this week, and
yes,
I have to say,
they played well.
I was happy to. You know what? Because listen, how many times can you turn up in a clay tournament and feel like it's possible you might win? It's rare. So we finally got to see what it meant for the men to play with some heart. Because they're like, hey, I can get a clay title. Listen, Federer got a non-blue clay court title, and I'm not even shading the man. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, some of these men are just like, I could show up at a tournament and be playing on the main stage and not be playing one of the top guys. I can be on TV. My mama could see me.
Oh my God!
And see me win.
You know what? That is such a big thing, because you know it's interesting. This is like a little bit of an aside.
Okay, good.
Oh gosh, this girl is eating. But anyway, I was just making the case that it was nice to
drinking a glass of wine. Okay.
I don't blame you.
I was going to too. I was gonna get some wine.
Oh my God.
I know. This is what happens during clay season. People lose their freaking mind. People lose their mind. They start eating on the court, maybe drinking a glass of wine.
I'm drinking Coke, perhaps.
Like Monfils, challenging Monfils with some Coke.
I mean, I'm just saying,
All,
I'm
all,
really happy.
all I need is for Patrick to stand up in the stands. Woo! Thank Jesus. That's all I need right there.
I'm just saying that I'm really happy. You know, I'm all about the scrubs making some money. And my philosophy is that next round money is always better than this round money. And, you know, I was really happy to see Diego Schwartzman, who is like 5-0. And he almost won that match. I don't know what the fuck Federer was doing out there. He's a cute hobbit. You know, I like to think of Diego Schwartzman like a combination of Dominic Thiem and Popsicle.
I don't even know who
combined.
he is.
What?
That's okay. That's okay because you're gonna try to put him on your list, and you know what?
No.
Diego Schwartzman is on my numbers. It's on my number 7. He's my backup man. You know.
You don't get to have a number 7.
Girl.
I'm just trying to say.
I was looking at him. He looks like a hobbit. I was like, oh my God, he's like from Middle Earth or something.
He's got a heart. But he's got a powerful heart. That's
He
what
played really well. I was really impressed by the level of play. I mean, like I don't know if inexperience got to him or the pressure of feeling that, oh my God, I could get to a tiebreaker against Roger Federer and could get to the final. That kind of shake him up, and Roger Federer just turned into the GOAT finally.
Well, thank God that thing still works.
That intimidation factor.
Listen, that doesn't always work anymore. So anytime someone still feels a little quake in their boots, we'll take it.
Look, Federer, I am happy you won yourself a clay court tournament, and it's not on blue clay, you know, and because it's hot out there for a mofo like you. I mean, like, you can't show up at Madrid or Rome or Monte Carlo expecting you're gonna run shit. And your Mocha is not gonna allow your ass to go to Brazil or Argentina or one of these fucking scrub places. I don't even know where they have. You know.
Listen, you know, it's not gonna be Merca that's gonna stop it. It's gonna be Ferrer. Ferrer's like, what the hell are you doing here? I already gave up all my points for Rafa 2 years ago. Don't smash anymore.
So. I mean, because I'd be surprised. I'm like, David, why are you in South America? There's no need for you to be in South America. That is Divadal and, you know, Juan Monaco's time to be together and, you know, pretend like you don't see them on the top. But anyway, congratulations to, you know, Federer winning a clay court title. It's his 85th title, in fact. So that's pretty impressive. I mean, these things are. Well, he won 3 this year, so it's his 3rd title this year. So, but they're like.
They're rare enough because did you see the sort? They're hard enough to get because I was watching Nick Kyrgios play Gasquet. Man,
that was in Estoril, right?
Yes, watching the young players realize that they can't get it together for a final. Oof. It really gives you perspective on the ease with which the older guys take these titles and bank them, you know?
Well, this is what I'm saying. I mean, it has always been my issue with, this is what I'm saying, that these young guns are firing blanks. I mean, these young guns don't do shit until you give them a chance. I mean, like, motherfucker, it's Richard Gasquet, okay? It's Gasquet. It ain't Monfils, it ain't Songa, it's Gasquet. His ass be punking out. You beat his ass at Wimbledon last year with 9 match points, okay? You couldn't even get it together for a set, Nick. Okay, Nick, girl.
Well, he is coming back off of an injury, isn't he? Let's give him a little bit of slack.
No, that was not that was yeah.
He didn't get it.
It wasn't an injury loss. It was really actually, you know what? To be honest, straight up, it was an inexperienced match management loss. Like he had a chance to break Gasquet. Love 30 at one point in time, and then he got broken in his next game, and from that point on, he had an internal monologue the whole time for the rest of the match. He's a little bit
crazy anyway. you can watch the crazy happen in his eyes. I mean, he's actually pretty vocal about it. All of a sudden, he's yelling and, you know, doing weird stuff. I really like that about him. We need that.
I think you see, you know,
listen, I don't mind it. I like a little brown boy yelling at.
I get that, but you see, you can't lean over too much to the Monfils side. I think you're a little bit crazy if every day you're getting a fresh haircut. And you know you're getting your eyebrows freshly cut. That's a little crazy.
I like this non sequitur. What the hell?
That's a little crazy to me. I'm just like, Nikki, I want to I want to be on your bandwagon, but girl, that's a little crazy.
Well, the 80s are back.
God, no.
He's metrosexual. Listen. He's aware of the looks. He's aware of all parts of the package. He's trying to make that work for you.
Listen to me, because to me, it's like you're spending every day booking out time to get yourself a haircut.
You want him to be practicing, right?
You need to be practicing, doing some mental exercises, because it's gasquet. You can't get any easier in a final. It's gasquet. I mean, you had a chance. I mean, like, you could have even won a set. You know what I mean? And that
he had a real shot. He had a real shot. Yeah.
And I mean, like, this was an surprise, surprise. Here's a little known fact you did not know. Nick Kyrgios got to his first clay court final.
Yeah.
And so did Andy Murray.
Yes.
Andy Murray had never been in a clay court final. So let me just put this out here in case there was any confusion. There is no big four, people. It's just the big three and Andy Murray. Let's just be straight about that.
Oh no.
Let's not be confused about anything, because if we have a big four, then we really and truly have to say Stanley it's 4.5.
He gets a half.
He gets a half.
Just say half. You can't give people halves.
Exactly. And we're not giving half marking, and we're not giving points for participation. You're getting no E for effort. Andy Murray, you're not up to scratch. You are.
No, you know what though? Because the difference with Andy Murray is Andy Murray didn't attempt the Ferrer and the Almagro model. He didn't go to small clay tournaments. He always went to big tournaments, and then he would be eliminated by someone better. So Andy Murray's learning the lesson. Go build yourself up in a small tournament, and that's what he did. And look at that. He got to the final. So he's learning from the Spaniards. Go to some small tournament in some small country somewhere, and get your clay legs.
But I don't understand. See, I'm confused because Andy Murray spent a significant portion of time in Spain. I think he can speak Spanish fluently, if I'm not mistaken. He went to Spain for a while he was younger, so I don't understand why there was any confusion how the Spaniards do it. And I mean,
remember, there was a period in time when Andy Murray was the king of Masters. Remember, that was his place. He used to live in that tier. And he focused on his hard court game. I think suddenly Andy's realizing, you know what? I need to build up my clay season like the other boys do.
Well, maybe he just doesn't like it.
But you see, this is my point. You can't be in the big four if you didn't get that before. You're getting that now at 27, 28, boo? No, bye.
Listen, you know what? It's the perfect time to get it. Rafa's on his last legs, supposedly. And
yeah, right.
Look.
Listen, he's on his last leg, supposedly, and he can sneak some titles up in there.
Andy is not sneaking out any damn clay.
Let me tell you something.
You know what? I am totally waiting to judge Muzz on the clay this year to see if he can beat Kohlschreiber tomorrow.
Oh my God!
I'm thinking I beat Kohlschreiber because Kohlschreiber, they all got a day's rest, and Andy Murray got to think about that today. And I'm sure Kim is gonna be playing with him this evening, like, "Hey, Andy."
Stop!
She's gonna be playing with him because she wants a baby. She wants to.
They're not together. They're not together at the same tournament. So I think that's going to be a distant kind of play. So we're going
to just watch and see. By the end of the year, Kim is gonna be announcing she's having a baby.
Well, that's fine, but I'm just saying I don't know. What do you guys don't think Andy's going to win tomorrow?
I'm up in the
air.
Yeah, I don't know. He might not. Kohlschreiber's dangerous. If he's hot, he can win. It's a very winnable match for both of them.
And Scrubs be trying to get that money, okay?
Kohlschreiber's not really a scrub, though. He can give anybody trouble.
Yes, but then after that he loses. He's a scrub.
You're right, because you know what? I get so excited about him, and he constantly disappoints me. I'm breaking up with him.
Kohlschreiber should be in the top 10. He has that game to be in the top 10. Kohlschreiber should be near the... Dimitrov shouldn't be in the top 10.
He's going to get off my list. Both of them fuckers.
Kohlschreiber.
She's give it up.
I don't think Kohlschreiber's ever been in the top 10.
Oh God, no.
So
that's a shame. That's a shame. When you think about who's been in the top 10, Tipsarevic, our favorite American,
Isner.
No, not Isner, the other one. But Isner's been in the top 10.
Marty the whale.
Marty Fish. You know
Marty
what I
the
mean?
whale. I'm just like, exactly. Thank you very much.
You know, I can see Cole Schreiber being up there. I wouldn't mind seeing that one-handed backhand in a you know, for a little bit. But you know, it's surprising. You know, he always runs into a big guy in one of the bigger tournaments where he might be able to get some points, I guess. So
that's why his ass should be in smaller events. Okay? Your ass should be in smaller events.
And he doesn't look very fit.
Who doesn't look fit?
No, hold up. I have seen Cole Schreiber up close and personal. He is fit with a capital F. He is fit. Okay? I got the pictures to prove it, okay? He's fit.
Maybe he's not fit today.
And he's fit for more than just exercising.
All right, moving on.
But anyway, let's say congratulations to Richard Gasquet for getting back some relevance. We almost forgot all about you, boy. And Federer, you know, clay court tournaments are very hard to come by these days. Federer, Divadal already dragged your ass and say, that blue clay, no good, no, goodbye, no show, no pay next year. And the blue clay was gone, and I was so mad because the blue clay was really cute to look at. So congratulations to you both.
You know what? Let's just talk about the blue clay for like 2.5 seconds. I loved it because all the top players that don't really know how to play on different surfaces, they bitched and they moaned.
Well, they
were exposed.
But you know what? You know what? I always remembered at the time that all the men complained, and then the women just went out there and did it like they always do. We didn't have.
The person said the men are wimps.
Yes, I remember. It was a massive temper tantrum thrown by Babe. You know what it was, though?
I'm not coming back next year if they don't get rid of this. Well, you know what? Don't fucking come back.
Well, they made up all this like fake thing and said the court wasn't ready. They didn't have, and Carlos Moyer had to apologize.
And the lapdog media went right along with it.
I know. Asking none of the hard questions. That the slipperiness of the court had nothing to do with the damn color.
Exactly.
Exactly. It was about how it was laid. My lord, you would think.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was so weird. Somehow the color merged in with its slippery properties.
Exactly. I was just like, are we playing in like paint? What kind of shit is this?
So now we have to all struggle to see the ball. So because blue, you can never have a court blue again.
Unless you invest in a double high definition TV. Just so you know, I did, and I could not see the ball.
That is to me, it was just like, anyway, you know, Divadal complained, and then, you know, Joker Harlequin complained, and then, you know, Spain was like, we can't have Divadal now have his own way, and it's like, I was just over that bullshit, because I gotta say that
if they could fix the altitude, they would.
Nobody thought about the fans when it came to the blue clay.
No one.
For once, we're actually enjoying seeing the ball move around a clay court. Because immediately after Madrid was finished that year, you went to Rome, you couldn't see the damn ball.
I know.
You know what? Divadal was like, oh, no. Uncle Tony said, no good.
Uncle Tony.
No good. Joker was like, no good. Even Divadal can't make it here. But what was crazy was the fact that Madrid has always been a problematic clay tournament to begin with.
Anyway.
Yeah.
It was never the place. I mean, if Roger Federer could bagel Divadal on clay, something is wrong with the clay itself.
It's not. It has nothing to do with that.
Exactly.
It's that the clay plays totally different there, and every single person wants to play the exact same type of surface every year. That's why they balked, because they knew that for the first time it would equalize them. Whatever magical power clay brings to Rafa, it was not going to be there, and that's why they complained. You know, I was shocked when somebody said that. Who said that? Some commentator said that. The reason why you're hearing all this squawking is that all the benefits of clay is gone to the side for all these clay lovers. And I was like, oh my lord.
I think that was when That was when BBC Eurosport used to have a backbone and really real interesting commentary. Because I do remember hearing that as well. But I think it was to me it was just like the altitude is the problem and not the clay. So I
No,
don't
it's
know what
not.
everyone was
Yeah.
why they're complaining, but who knows? But we got a little juicy little tidbit of story from Estoril coming
Mhm.
out from no is it Esther no Munich yeah Munich between Loch Ness Monster Andy Murray got into a little beef, a little squabble with
Oh,
Lucas
I
Rosol.
loved it. I love that.
What
And
what what what?
Love
so
that.
Lucas Rosol pull out that I swear to God he has no stamina. Somebody needs to get him some Viagra. He's a minute man. He just pushed through right earlier on and he won the first set I think 6-4. And then he and Murray got into some dust up. Murray was just like, no one likes you on tour, okay? That's why everyone hates you.
Did
And then
he say that to his face?
He
Yes,
did.
he
He
did.
did.
he
He said it
did.
on court.
He said it on court. And then Lucas Rosal went all Irina Spilly and bumped his ass up.
Oh no! Can I ask though? Bridge P, Karen, why did you like it?
Because it was something that was different. Somebody saying something to another player. The facade of this congenial locker room is being exposed. You hear talk all the time about how the women they're not friends with each other, and I'm not friends, I don't need any friends on tour, yada yada. And then you hear then the narrative is like all the guys are friends. They sit and they practice with each other, they're friends, and there you have someone, a top player, calling out another player and telling him nobody likes you.
No one
It is
likes
kinda
you.
nice.
Get out of here, girl. We don't like you. Okay? We don't like your smell. We don't like your perfume.
We don't like you.
We don't like your dress. Get out of here, girl.
And then, I'm sure I read somewhere where Nadal said, Federer and I are not friends. We respect each other, but we're not friends.
I don't
So
blame
the
Federer
facade
because
of-
Nadal and I are not friends either, and I don't blame him. So he's right.
Well, of course they're not friends. Rafa doesn't speak English, remember?
When everyone asks him a tough question,
But you know what? Listen. I don't mind the fake. I actually feel like we've been moving further and further away from like the fake friendships on tour. I feel like within the last couple of years, we've really seen who the men really hang out with, and you can actually see who they really gravitate towards. But I didn't like what Andy Murray said. I really didn't. I thought it was.
Why? Was it petty?
It was really petty. I mean, like essentially.
Oh, I agree.
That's like, hey, we all talked about you, and we decided we didn't like
Didn't
you.
like you. Exactly. it's just like I can.
That's exactly what he said. We talked about it, and we don't like you, and it's all agreed. And I actually have to say, it really was reminiscent of when Rafa did the exact same thing
with
Soderling, which is basically to reveal that he thought everyone hated Soderling. And that was really problematic because then it really gave the press permission to really create this narrative around Soderling. And it's like, and I don't care what, I don't really need the locker room thing. I don't mind if they get it on court. But that's like spilling secrets, man.
Oh, I want the secrets.
I know you do.
Petty. That's petty nonsense. You say some shit like,
well, just be
get
real.
To like you.
Just
say why
say
you don't. I can say why. Say why I don't like you. I don't like you. Be like, nobody likes you.
Else like you. I mean, that's
Get out of my sandbox.
I would have preferred it if he said that. And then, in his defense later, he went and said, well, my dad told me. And I was like, listen, honey. My dad told me that if a bully comes up to me, I should push back. I was like, really? That's your defense? The whole thing the whole thing was primary school. I mean, why?
Oh, that's my favorite part.
What happened, though? What happened that got Murray all his panties in a bunch and he felt like he needed to even say that? What happened?
He got bumped. They bumped each other. They bumped each other on the changeover.
Oh, the bump happened first. Okay.
The bump happened first.
It happened first.
Damn it! See, now I'm disappointed because I thought.
No, the bump happened first.
No, I don't like it. No. I thought Andy ran his mouth and then Rasul was like, "Boom, bitch!" But
no. The bump
that would have been so much better.
No, the bump happened first, and then Andy was engaging with the chair umpire and was going back and forth, and then I think Russell said some sort of expletive. I don't know what it was because the comic couldn't say.
He said, Andy, stop being a fucking bitch.
Something. Oh, maybe.
Oh, maybe. I love it.
I'm interpreting. I don't speak Czech. I'm just interpreting, okay?
He's interpreting.
Oh, my God.
I know. Like, oh, my God. He's pretending it was a quote. No, but it was some expletive. And then Andy said, basically, Andy stared across the net to him and said, hey, nobody likes you.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it was. Listen, don't get me wrong. I laughed along with the rest of the troupe, but I did still think it was punk ass. I mean, just do like Andy did, the other Andy, and confront Djokovic in the locker room, and then we find out about it 2 years later.
But my thing was that my favorite bit about this thing is that Andy, you got fucking strength for Rosal, but when Djokovic is across and doing some bullshit, you sit there and say nothing, right, girl? Have a seat. You need to have a seat.
Oh my God, is Andy Murray a bully?
You're trying to pull some shit off of Lucas Rosal, but this
or is he just a passive-aggressive little bitch?
He's a passive-aggressive little bitch.
This is their question to us. No, but I do think that, you know what, if you want to play with the big boys, I want to see you come at one of the big boys. Don't go after the scrubs, as Realz would say.
Exactly.
You know what bullies do, though?
Yeah, but you think about it, but you see, Andy Murray don't know. Someone like Lucas Rosal go out fucking hammering your ass and don't even give a shit. He got nothing to lose. He got no sponsors. He got no wife. He got no kids.
He does. He does. He has a wife and a kid. You don't even know.
He does?
Yeah, Lucas Rosal has a wife and he just had a baby, I think, in January.
Jesus. Oh, congratulations.
So, yeah.
Unlike Andy Murray, he won't be mistaken for Andy Roddick and getting somebody else pregnant.
But that was great. You don't even have
great.
Lucas Rosal don't even have a Davis Cup team to position to win. But that was some
Listen, it's like I said on Twitter. The least popular people in the locker room are the ones that have kicked Nadal out of slams. So there's something to be said for that. Maybe you should stop being nice in the locker room.
Exactly.
And you might get
Serena said, some of these girls just show up just to play that one match of a lifetime and then flop the next day. And that's what these scrubs are going to do. These scrubs are going after it. They need that fucking next round money, okay? They need that next round money, and they don't give a shit.
Narcissists.
They don't give a shit.
You know what? Let me tell you something. The same thing that happens to everyone that beats Nadal. He was injured for an entire year afterwards.
Oh my God.
No, it was so true. Listen, if you beat Nadal on clay, we all know what happens to you. 2 years later, you retire. So,
I'm telling you,
it's the Nadal voodoo magic.
It does fabulous things too, which is why we still have Federer around to this day. Listen, when's the last? Go look at the list of people who've beaten Nadal and clay. Where are they now?
Well,
Poor
Nicholas
Almagro.
Been done with Dustin.
Oh my gosh.
Never the same.
Never the same. They're never the same after. Okay, can we insert ourselves and ask ourselves, what is this thing that Serena is training with? I see the picture and I'm not certain. What is this coat? Is it a cape, a coat, a reindeer?
She's just a little bit weird.
I think it's part of Nike's training gear.
Oh, okay.
I think it's what they call it. It's a high tech thing where they use it for body.
Oh, it's
modeling or something. I think it's part of the tech pack.
Oh, it's doing something special.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything.
No,
It's making.
I don't think it's a fashion statement.
But in the interest of giving out other rumors, I did discover, per what we were talking about, that I did see something on my timeline that says Rafa Nadal will be returning to his old racket.
Ooh.
Remember?
Oh.
That's supposedly the same thing that's going on with Grigor. Rackets, new rackets.
Okay.
New stuff.
Before
I
we
did
get
hear
into-
that Rafa was using a different racket, but nobody was making a stink about it, so I didn't believe it.
Yes.
Before we go any further to discuss Divadal, let me make sure we have a outline this week. I'm just make sure we're on our outline.
Did you
Yeah,
really?
We're on our outline.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we're in Madrid.
I didn't even keep a clock. But
Hey, you saw the pictures of Serena in Waz, right?
Yes.
oh wait. I was gonna deal with that. Please, thank you, Janina, because we were talking about friendship, and I have spoken out about this madness, this frenemy, this womance between Serena and Caroline Wozniacki. I wanted to cease and desist. On tennis, sweet tennis Jesus said this is so on tennis godly. And I thought this shit was over when Venus beat her ass in Auckland. And I said, thank you, Venus. Caroline Wozniacki disappeared from the Williams camp. All of a sudden, a bitch showed up and got to the final of Stuttgart. And she feels she's the shit back. Now she's back in winner's row. But you didn't win the title, girl. You didn't win the title. So all of a sudden now I'm seeing Madrid, Caro, and Serena. Oh, God, people, please stop. It's disgusting. I mean,
Well,
Why?
it's fake. It's fake. It's not a real
I don't
friendship.
think it's fake. I don't think it's fake because they
No,
seem
no.
to hang out a lot outside of tennis. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the pictures that Serena posted on Instagram for the charity day.
Mm-hmm.
Did she lose like 20 pounds?
Serena?
Yes.
Serena is
Did
a
you
mistress of
notice-
Photoshop. She's
Did
a
you
mistress of
notice how
Photoshop.
this is a cell phone? She took these pictures with a phone. She looks
Serena
so
is a mistress of
pretty.
Photoshop. Trust me.
All right.
She's a mistress of Photoshop. You
No,
can't cover
somebody
those
who's
boobs.
not being photoshopped is Jeannie Bouchard. That girl has lost a lot of weight.
She's not
Serena
training,
looks
she's not
thin.
eating. Well, I don't know. Maybe she's definitely been hard on herself. We haven't seen her play actually since Miami, right?
Exactly. So we haven't seen her for a while. Her boobs look smaller. Her face is very thin. I don't know.
I think there was some talk about this. I think prior. I mean, Indian Wells was a little bit crazy for everybody, but I do think that there was some discussion about Serena kind of slimming down. So maybe what you're saying is true. I mean, I haven't. I saw the pictures, but camera angles, all those kinds of
Well,
things.
and then she even posted. But there's this weird picture from I don't even know what it is. She's being attacked by a monster on her Instagram, and even then, she looks a lot thinner, a lot to me.
Well, maybe she's ready to grind it out on the clay.
I hope so.
That's what she's here for. She's like, I'm here to recapture my crown.
She is ready to dethrone the cow on ice.
Oh, my Lord.
I mean, for a long time, Serena has been serious about trying to really win clay. Now, it hasn't been since 2012. Since 2011 and 10, she has been trying to really conquer clay demon. And a lot of at the French Open, she has been losing to people who either went on to win or got to the final. That she hasn't been losing to simple players. So I think she's really serious about clay, but she just doesn't have the patience. No one says Serena and thinks Serene.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's a really old narrative now. I think that Serena has demonstrated that she is capable of doing well on clay.
Right, she is.
I think that's just. I mean, didn't she win? She didn't. She pulled out of Madrid last year because of an injury.
Right.
But she won Rome.
No.
So
no,
I mean.
I'm not saying that she can't play on clay. I think what I'm saying is that she has demonstrated this desire to really do well on clay, despite the people.
She's demonstrated that desire in every single tournament in which she enters.
Well, I think clay has been it has been the place where she's clearly lacking.
No, but but why do we keep saying that?
Yeah,
Tennis media has this thing where they they pounce on a narrative about a player and they let it run as if it is gospel truth, and it is not true. You
Well, she
know,
has considerably less
tennis people only see the here and now. Serena has always had a very good resume on clay. Always has. The first Grand Slam she won after her 3-year drought after winning the US Open was the French Open. She's done particularly well on the red clay. It's the only reason why she stumbled is because she keeps playing hardcore tennis on a clay court. But she's pretty good on the surface.
I think you're misunderstanding me about him. It's not that I'm saying that she's not good. I'm just saying that she's always showing this desire she wants to do well at the French. She wants to do well at all the tournament, but she's been particularly keen. But I think a lot of times she kind of like she hasn't been able to find the right way to prepare for the clay court for French Open. Everything that she's been doing has been leading up to the French Open. She's tried not playing any clay court tournament and showed up at the French Open. That doesn't always work. I mean, I think last year was the first time in a long time she's not got to the second week of the French Open.
I think she's just trying to find a way call it, a balance between not playing
exactly
leading into the French Open because it's a grueling stretch.
Right, it is a grueling stretch.
Last year we saw what happened with Sharapova. Last year she played one Stuttgart, one Madrid, pulled out of Rome. Or she had a pulled out.
No. She lost to what's her name in Rome?
To Ivanovic.
Yeah, she lost to Ivanovic.
And then went on to win the French Open.
Well, nobody was there. Everybody lost early.
Sometimes
people just lost their fucking mind in Paris and just.
You said it as well with Simona Halep's loss today.
That's the best thing that could have happened to her.
Yeah.
She was just half and done. She had set points to win the first set and seemed to just go away in the second set. But, Rome, for me, is a better place to prepare for the French Open than Madrid. And if you're a serious competitor about wanting to do well at the French Open, it's good to have a lot of preparation time, practice time on the slow red clay. And we're better to have it than in Rome. So you're going to find that a lot of people who lost out today over the last 2 days in Madrid are probably are thanking their lucky stars that they did because they get a lot more time looking at you, Venus.
I was about to say that. I was
Is that what happened to Kerber?
After that many breaks, I switched. I just.
You know what though? I have to say I saw the Venus match. Rarely. I actually watched the entire thing.
Venus, girl, before you go any further, Adrien, Venus, I'm gonna drag you for that hair. I'm gonna drag you for that hair. No, Venus. The outfit for once I'm loving. That hair, girl, fix it. Get a wig, get a weave,
No, I love that new look.
I love the natural hair, Venus. You know I do, but you gotta fix it. That don't look right. That look like you just woke up in bed this morning. You look like you just got out of bed and decided to go play tennis.
No, there was a really nice design in the back.
No, she looked the hair?
Or
yes,
the outfit? The hair. She had a design in the back. Listen.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to.
Okay.
Listen, you can't come for the natural hair. I'm gonna have to push back on that.
Oh, I have natural hair too. Me, I'm all for that. But Venus, girl, no. All right.
I watched the match.
For a minute.
What?
Can we talk about Venus for a minute?
Sure. We're about to.
Can I say that Venus doesn't look fit?
Wait, you think?
I know she. Listen, you can't. My profile tells it all about my love affair with Venus, and I'm the third Williams sister, the long lost Williams.
We know that.
I got to tell you that I looked at her today, and she doesn't look fit. She wasn't moving very well.
No, she was
I know she's battling her Sjogren's. I know what it is to have an autoimmune disease. I know what it is to not be feeling 110%, to compete against somebody like an Azarenka who is working her way back into form. But Venus just does not look fit. If you go back to 2005, circa 2005, that's just 9 years ago, Or is it 10 years ago? Jesus Christ, that's a long time. Look at 2005 Venus and 2015 Venus. One of the things that made Venus who she was her legs. She had long, lithe, toned legs. I look at Venus today and she's got, I don't know if she's on steroids because of the autoimmune disease, and if anybody knows, once you have an autoimmune, one of the things that doctors use to treat it is steroids.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether or not it's the steroids that have her looking so bulky, but it's slowing her down. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
We're listening.
Yeah. So I don't know whether that's the reason, but even around her midsection, she's paunchy. Her thighs are not toned.
A little cottagey. A little cottage cheesy.
And that's just not the Venus who has the legs to die for, who people wrote and called her a gazelle on grass.
Well, I mean, I'm not, I mean, I'm going to have to pay attention again better, but, I mean, this seems really strange. This seems like a really strange comment to happen given the way Venus started the year.
Right.
I remember us saying that Venus played some great tennis, and she was moving well. I think what happens is that there's a real difference between when Venus comes back from not playing and just practicing to when she has been on the tour for a while and she's in her zone. I mean, even like in the middle of the second set, Venus started to play better and she started to react better. Like her reaction time was definitely slow today, and it was like she didn't really get any chance to work her way in the match because Azarenka was ready from the get. Like she had a game plan. She was anticipating every single place where Venus was going with her serve. I mean, we all know Venus is fairly predictable with her serve, but Azarenka knew all her ticks and was just on it. She knew exactly where Venus was going to serve, and she could just anticipate. So I don't think Venus ever felt like she had room to like get into the match. You know what I mean? She just was, Azarenka was all over her. Like, I know where you're going, baby. I can anticipate your serve. And she just knew she was. I mean, this was a little bit of like glimmers of the Azarenka we knew. And so usually I watch Azarenka thinking she's slow. But this time around, because her anticipation was so great and so much better than it has been in a while, which I really do think it's because Sasha is in her camp, and Sasha, who knows Venus and Serena's game better than Sasha. So I honestly think he was able to give some real good feedback.
That's what I thought. I didn't see any.
I
saw that.
Yeah,
I thought, fuck
yeah.
you, Sasha. Fuck you, I'm still mad at you, Sasha.
Yeah.
Granny V looked like Granny V today.
She was very slow, but you know, it was part of it was she was slow naturally, and I do think Karen may have a point about her. Maybe she's not as fit, but I do also think, but it's weird because that's a real turnaround from where she was early in the season.
Yeah, it was.
Quite fit. She was quite fit, moving like a dream. Like when she was in Auckland, she was moving great. So, I mean, that's
always looked like today. She didn't look like she wanted to even complete a set.
Yeah, she was not on. And I mean, hopefully, we'll get to see. I'll take a look and see what you're saying in terms of Rome. I mean, she did have a great outfit, so I couldn't really tell. But I mean,
yeah, the outfit is really nice.
It's attractive, but she never got a chance to be in that match. And I mean, unfortunately for her, I would have liked to have seen what would have happened in the third set because she broke Victoria, and if she could have held serve, we could have actually gotten ourselves a third set. But but then she got broken back at love.
Venus. Venus always have other ideas. You know how she is.
Yeah, I mean it was hard, but I mean it wasn't even one of those matches where she fought really hard and it was a gritty loss. She just was not even there. I mean, so
like I said, she looked like she rolled out of bed and just like, oh my god, I got a tennis match coming up. Oh shit.
Everybody has bad days sometimes.
I know, but
she would have liked to have played Madison Bringle. Let's just be honest.
She would have enjoyed that.
Serena, that she has the flu, so she should wash her hands.
Yeah, pretty much. I saw that.
Okay.
Who said that?
Are you telling me that's why you lost?
No, well, no, she didn't drop it like that, but she was like, I'm sick, girl, so that's why I got the bagel.
I thought her hands were just sticky having that bagel and that hot breadstick in her hand. I didn't know it was, oh, it's the germs. Oh, good girl.
Oh Lord, let's hope it's not one of those things that's gonna go through the tournament where everybody turns up sick.
Man.
Hopefully Divadal gets it.
But that's how you know who's fucking who.
Okay. Janina, just let us know.
Moving on.
Oh, she determines who gets sick.
Solid as a rock, Janina.
But Madrid, while we're on the subject of Madrid, I have to say that this Madrid draw on both sides, men and women, is very tasty. Well, I mean, on paper, people.
On paper, it's always tasty. In real life, like Venus and Vicky on paper was tasty, but in real life, it was a really bad salad.
Exactly. I almost woke up at 5 o'clock to watch Baczynski play Sharapova, and I was like, you know what? I could watch it on a rerun. And of course,
that's
Baczynski.
exactly what I did as well.
I was like, Baczynski, you lost Marrakesh knowing that you're going to play Sharapova and be like, I'm going to bring it to this bitch. I'm going to go try to win, some second round money, girl, you just barely, you weren't even present. You just showed up and Madison Keys, another early round loss of Madison Keys. That was a big tournament. Girl, it's time for you to go play some Acapulco,
Stop it with the Acapulco. But I mean,
Vulture.
I was a little surprised by the Baczynski story. But you know what? I think with her, it's the same thing. I think I caught like a little bit of the middle of the second set. One of those situations where she had a chance to break. I think they were at 3-all. She didn't break. She had 3 break points.
Right afterwards.
Yep. Exactly. It's one of those. It's like you knew that if she had broken, it would have made Maria nervous about her serving, and then we would have had this weird third set, but we didn't.
Of course. But
we actually have coverage of Madrid tomorrow. Like, is Tennis Channel going to show shit?
I think they will now. Yes, they're supposed to now. Now I think they are now allowed to show all the tournaments. They are now allowed to show all of it. I mean, as much as they can, I guess. Oh my gosh!
No, it's not that they don't have the rights to it.
They showed reruns today
to get it on the premium service.
Yeah, it's that whole Tennis Plus thing.
Whatever, that's bullshit. I pay for Tennis Channel.
Meanwhile, can we get into the fact that Jeannie Bouchard?
Oh yeah.
Bagel Barbara Stikova. And then I knew it.
Why don't we?
I knew it. I was like, Barbara, you're gonna go grab that wig. Grab that wig now because it ain't the time. It's the time to grab another top 10 wig. If you grab, and of course, Jeannie just showed her ass and lost.
But that they play. I mean, they now. What is it? How many times have they met recently? I mean, they know each other's game now, right? Because they had that really fun, crazy match at the U.S. Open. So I think we're gonna go back and forth with Jeannie and Barbara.
I don't think so. I think everybody's gonna be dragging Jeannie because
I am so sick of her.
I mean, I'm just saying that
I like Jeannie. I really like Jeannie, but man, she's having a hard time.
Really, I'm telling you, poor Sam. Sam thought he was just having a little tutorial, and then he realized, this is not.
He has to rebuild her whole game.
Exactly. He thought he was just going for some, like a fresher math course, some pre-algebra. She find out it was like high calculus. He's just like, oh fuck, shit.
No,
I really do work. He has to really work.
Do you think Sam Sumik was unaware of what he was getting into? I don't know.
I don't know. I just think he was kind of, to me, just like, he was this side of Azarenka, bitchy attitude. And he was just like, fuck it, let me try to work with someone else who's near the top. And I could probably try to build her game up and take her close to the top. Because last year, everyone predicted that Jeannie was going to be, in the top 4, top 5. I mean, Petra, I don't know what the fuck she's doing with her life. We all knew that ship was going down. That ship was sinking. So Jeannie had a real chance to be in the top 5, top 4 around that area.
Well, but you know who's going to be in the top 10 now? So now you got Carla Suarez Navarro, and she'll just move her way up in there. So there you go. And it's clay season. Carla should just go and catch points out the air. Woo!
Oh my God.
You're gonna point. You're gonna point.
Well, so what do we?
And I have to say, I typically drag Carla because I really would like the Spanish Federation to,
Fix her teeth?
zhuzh her up a little bit, something. But I gotta say, Carla has been coming up with some very neat outfit these days. I mean, I am
She's not picking that shit. Somebody's picking it for her.
Good for
I don't
her.
care who. I'm just happy that someone is like taking the effort, whether it's her effort or someone else's.
Let me get my hands on her.
Oh God, poor woman.
She needs some new hair. She needs some hair.
But you
That
know
page
what?
boy look doesn't do well at all. It doesn't
No,
work for
you
her,
know what,
especially when she gets
though?
sweaty.
Carla is very beloved, so I guess she's she's gonna be on a nice run. So we'll see. I mean, I think it'll be interesting to see who flops this clay season and who rises to the top. I'm curious. I'm very curious about our lady that lost today, who's going to be defending final points at Roland Garros.
Halep.
Halep. So
Yeah, I think I know Simona didn't want to shop in Madrid.
Well, but she lost to Stosur. Has Stosur even won a match this year?
No.
Yeah.
Halep lost to
Oh, Kerber lost to Stosur.
Yeah.
Either way, nobody should be losing to Stosur.
No. Actually, no, that's a shade. That's a read, Janina. That's a read. And Sam doesn't deserve that at all. Okay?
She has played like shit all year.
I mean, she comes
All
out
year.
for the clay. She comes out for the clay. It's a crazy place, but Sam comes out for the dirt. She really tries. She almost beat Maria at Roland Garros and then decided to go fucking.
She almost beats lots of people.
I appreciate Sam sometimes. I can't hate on her.
I like her fine. She's
Say
just
what
having
you
a
gotta
really
say.
rough year.
He beat Serena down at a U.S. Open final in 2011 convincingly. Okay, with that forehand only. Okay. She was out there.
2011. It is 2015.
Oh my God, it's been that long.
Yes.
What have you done for me lately?
Look,
Right.
Maria, Maria did beat Serena in the final one, so I can't even say Maria can't even claim that shit either. So hey,
Well,
Stosur,
I
listen to
only
me.
have to do it once, all right? And
Exactly.
I don't have to keep on doing it. Just one time. Thank you very much. I'm
When you
living
looked
on
at
that
the list
forever.
of people who could have won a major, who could win a major in the women's, so Sam Stosur name wasn't even in there. You'd be like, doubles? You're talking about doubles, mixed doubles? And
Oh
she
my
showed
God.
up at the U.S. Open and beat the best of the best and got to the semifinals again the next year, if I'm not mistaken.
Are you trying to tell me that Sam Stosur is our own Stanislas Wawrinka? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm just trying to say that Sam, she did her thing. I mean, nobody's expecting anything more from Sam. I'm just trying to say that she's just trying to collect some money.
I
whenever she
expect
can.
her to not lose in the first round of every tournament that she enters.
Well, she didn't this time around. Okay, she beat Angelique Kerber. Bye, girl.
Well, I told you
She
last
beat-
week Kerber's done. So that doesn't even count.
You're right. But we would see what would happen in the second round.
All right.
We would see.
Okay.
Well,
I have faith that
the second round is an interesting one. So we've got Sloane versus
Serena.
Serena. Lord, that's going to be hyped up.
Oh, because this is Sloane's favorite surface, remember?
For no good reason.
Yeah,
Look,
because there's tons of red clay in America.
and Americans just don't love the clay. They love the
Love
dirt.
it.
You think of dirt, it's synonymous with American tennis players. It's just what it is. Okay? It's Spain, then America. Okay?
I got called out on Twitter for being mean to Sloane last
Did-
week.
Did she block you?
Oh no.
No, just some random person.
Well, Sosa is playing to Kanepi, so she has a chance there. She might, Kanepi, it's time for you to make some money, girl. We haven't seen your name in it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the schedule, and we've got Kuznetsova versus Muguruza.
Kuzi came out like a bat out of hell and crushed Morocco.
Did she?
Yeah, she beat a 6-2, 6-3 Katerina Makarova, that's how they say, Makarova. I was surprised because Makarova be like coming for these Used to be.
You know, when Svetlana
Yeah,
plays
used to be
well, I just
somebody.
feel so happy. I feel so happy when she plays well, and I feel nostalgic, and I'm like, oh, you know, I just love it.
Cozy Rex came out. Cozy Rex was just like, bitch, I have a French Open title, okay? I'm the motherfucking Russian out here, okay? It's me. It's Maria, then Cozy Rex. Ain't no fucking who knows Makarova? Like, girl, you haven't even got to a slam final. I am Cozy Rex, and I'm gonna rip you to pieces. I was surprised. I don't even think Makarova even knew what the hell. Cozy Rex treated Makarova like how Makarova be treating people out there until like, you know, when she came off of Simona and just all of a sudden just like Simona was just like, what the fuck? Who is this bitch? Who? I'm supposed to win this shit. And the same thing she did to Serena in 2012. Serena didn't even know what hit her in Melbourne. She was just like, this fucking down the back line backhand shit. This bitch is kicking my ass. Straight
Oh my god. Alrighty then.
Came out with Carver. She was not fucking around this morning, and I was so excited to see that. So I was happy. But another big upset. Was any other big upset today? I don't think so. But I was really surprised at some of the results, though. I thought the ladies could have done better. But you know what?
Cornet, right? Cornet.
Oh yes.
Took out Halep.
Well,
She's the one. She's the one that took out Halep.
like I said, I don't think Halep gave a shit about what was going on court today. She got far in Stuttgart and she was just like, you know, I don't want to play Madrid, but it's mandatory. I gotta show up. So you know what? Give my.
It's Tyriak's tournament. She had
exactly.
So are you telling me that Simona is doing the Djokovic plan?
Ooh.
Long-term planning.
I think she has to manage her time because she's a very small woman and, you know, she doesn't have those physical gifts like the other girls has. She doesn't. The other girls have, I mean, like, Maria could just wail away on the ball, so can Serena. And she doesn't have that, so she has to manage her energy. And the clay, as we pointed out, is very grueling. I mean, you're going to be out there week in, week out. And these little winches are trying to step up. They're trying to make some money like the Scrubs. 2015 is all about making that paper, people. All about making that paper. Coaches are getting expensive, training time, you know, shit expensive plane ticket, you know, so you can't be fucking around and running around like, you know, Anna Kiatovong and playing satellite tournament all week. No. That shit ain't cute no more. Okay?
No, why you gotta go for Anna Kay? Why you gotta go for Anna Kay?
You know why I have to go for Anna Kay? Because
retired.
Anna Kay's commentary. I do. I get her all the time. And I be gagging. I'm like, Anna Kay, what did you just say? When I was out on the tour, girl, no. When you were in qualifications, okay? You were... I didn't see you on tour. I only saw you at Wimbledon when they give you a wild card. Stopping other British girls from even getting shit. Yo, Anna Kay, don't be saying shit like that. Once in a while, you get to the main draw and you're lost in the first round. So don't be trying to pretend. Don't try to pretend like, you know, like she was out there slaving away. Kind of like who?
Nothing.
Oh, kind of like Dustin Brown?
You and your Dustin Brown. Leave Dustin Brown alone.
Dready tennis.
Listen.
We talked a lot about the ladies. Let's get on to the men. The big news this week, I think, for the men. Well, I think Madrid hasn't really. Well, I think Madrid is in fact started. It was a qualification today. Madrid starts tomorrow for the men. But the big news for the men, besides these little challengers, 250 nonsense, is come from the Divadal camp and the Joker Harlequin camp. Joker Harlequin said, "I'm not playing Madrid. I'm gonna stay out." And do you think this was a good decision, bad decision, ladies? What do you think?
He needs to rest. He's fine. He's like the fucking Energizer Bunny. He doesn't need this tournament.
I agree.
I agree. Somebody else making that money again. You know, I'm all about the money. You know, because I need some money myself.
Points to defend. He skipped it last year.
He did?
Yeah, he skipped it last year.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't remember that.
Well, I only knew because
wrist. Yeah, I think it was a wrist injury, right? Something like that. Some wrist thing. Yeah, from Monte Carlo. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
because he
yeah.
lost all in Monte Carlo too, because he didn't. He was able to. Oh,
Some
well, that's
point
true. He had
he
no
lost
points
to
to
the point.
defend.
Yeah, I mean, it's listen. He's so far ahead. Who cares? He's just like
Right?
whatever.
Yeah.
He could. Do you realize he could skip the French Open and still be number one?
He ain't skipping nothing.
That is crazy,
Shit.
though. He's that far ahead.
He has
You
5,000
know
points
what?
already for the year. 5,000,
Fuck him.
okay? 5,000 points, people. Just get that in mind. 5,000 points he has already in the bank. He's 5,000. And all Federer made this week was 250. Okay?
Struggled.
Struggle. Well, I'm just saying he made it up, but by hook or by crook. A win is a win is a win, okay?
I know, but he struggled. It makes me nervous.
Federer got a nice big cup. His name is on the first thing, 2015. Istanbul Open. Roger Federer's name is there. Nobody has to be above.
You know what? Listen, Federer. If I'm Federer, I'm looking around going, listen. Novak Djokovic and Rafa Nadal are preparing to drag themselves across the clay mud for the next 3-4 weeks. My job is to get some rhythm, play as well as I can, work out the kinks in my game in preparation for that extra week between Roland Garros and the grass season, and we get to go. Listen, nobody. I mean, Kei Nishikori is probably trying to insert himself in that storyline. Let the young people kill themselves on the clay.
Roger knows better. This isn't his first time at the rodeo.
Yeah,
And you know what? He probably truly believes, of course he believes that he can win.
Sure, but he's not. Yeah.
But he knows he's not.
Well, he knows he's not gonna.
Because-
he's not gonna be grinding this sucker out. You think Rafa Nadal? You know what's gonna happen. Rafa's probably gonna be seeded 5th. Federer's gonna have to play him in some early ass round. And you know how Rafa gets when he sees Federer's name on a draw. Oof, he gets excited.
Oh, like Serena when Martha got across the net. It's like It's like when Serena sees Martha across the net. Martha's thinking about one thing: would I be bagels or breadstick?
I do think the same dynamics is there. I really do.
It's the same thing. The goal is no bagel, no breadstick. I gotta get to 3. Get to 3. You might win a set. Win a set and don't lose bagel or breadstick in the last set.
It's true. You know what happens. Serena's like, listen, everybody thinks you're the shit, but I'm about to beat you down right now. And Rafa thinks the same thing. Everybody loves you, Federer, but I'm about to take you to town. It's like, whatever. Take me to town all you want, baby. I still got more money in the bank. Keep going.
Oh my God.
And you see Federer and Maria across the net, and all they're thinking, shit, I got a whole serve. They're not even thinking about I got a whole serve. I can't get bagel out here today. This bitch would bagel me out here and don't even think twice.
She'll bagel me, and then tomorrow she'll lose to some scrub because she's
exactly. And you know
God.
what's even worse is that they will bagel their ass and then go in the press and say like, it was a struggle, you know.
That's my worst. That's the worst thing. That is
it's
the worst.
Always
insult.
a tough match, you
that's
know.
The worst. That's the worst. Don't say that.
I wish somebody would walk into press and be like, that shit was easy. You know, everybody talks about how Federer doesn't sweat. We all know he sweats, but people like to say that. I wish he would just go in and be like, I didn't even break a sweat.
Well, he said it.
Could you imagine the look on people's faces? Oh my God, that would be great.
Just 15 all over again.
Because, you know, I understand that you have to respect your opponent and you have to give them something, but sometimes it really is just that easy. If you beat somebody in under an hour, it really was just that easy. So don't go into press talking about, she played really well and da-da-da-da-da. No, she didn't. No, the fuck they didn't. They sucked ass.
You know what, Janina? I so agree. Because what I want every time there's a Federer match, I want Fed to come out and say, you know what, or Rafa to say, you know what, I make him play bad tennis. I always do. That's why he plays ugly tennis when he plays me, because I run around like a jackrabbit and I do whatever I can to slice that ball straight to that backhand, and I do that all day because Uncle Tony told me to just stand there and hit the ball right all day.
Wouldn't that be amazing, though? He said, oh, no.
He's
No,
like,
Uncle Tony tell me.
Wait,
Uncle Tony tell just stand there and hit the ball.
high back,
Like,
Just
high
hit
to
the
the
ball to the
backhand.
backhand. Over
High
and
to
over
the
again.
backhand.
Ball
Just
to the
keep doing
backhand.
that. Don't
gotta-
even change it up. I know it's boring. I know it doesn't matter, but
But I get to win.
I
I get to win when I hit the ball like Uncle Tony.
and my other part, he needs to add, and this is the number 3, no? This is the number 3, number 2 player, no?
I'm sorry, what did you say? I did not understand.
They be dragging her ass.
No, that's what I want. I want
But you know what? That's gonna
Federer
hurt some
very good.
feelings.
Federer very good, but he not very good when he play me.
Exactly. I make him play listen, and I want him to say, I make him play ugly tennis. And it really gets the fans because they love pretty tennis, but my revenge is making Federer play ugly tennis. That's
Wouldn't that be amazing?
But you know what?
I would love it.
Feelings, and I won't lie. My feelings might get hurt when it comes.
So
to
what?
that.
Nobody cares about your feelings. I mean,
No.
seriously, this is sports. You
It's
can't
not
be
my-
trying
Basically, Janina wants Serena to go into the press conference and say, "Listen,
I would pay to watch that.
I gave Maria a beatdown. Thank you very much. It was 50
my
minutes.
favorite thing,
Done.
I wanted Serena to say
I
at
was-
the Olympics, Serena was just, sometimes I'm watching the tennis, and my dream is to have real life commentary. That I want to be giving the commentary what the players are really thinking.
Put me on TV.
Oh my God! At the Olympics, it was 5-love. Maria Sharapova was down love 5, and she was up triple game point. Serena could have given her the breadstick, and Serena could have solved it. And Serena just like, you know what, bitch? And now, girl, I'm coming for this shit. And, it's really hard. Maria Sharapova, I give her tons of credit. It's
Why?
very hard to break it. No, I mean, like, I said credit in terms of, like, Maria Sharapova.
Oh, in general, but not when she's playing
In general. You can't break that girl's spirit. I mean, like, you could be up 6-love, 5-love, 40-love. And Maria is still going to look out there like she could take this match. And she can. She would still try to take that match away from you. But when she plays Serena, you could see Serena is breaking her spirit. Serena's breaking her spirit. Because she knows that Serena is just saying across the net, bitch, throw one of those stupid serves to me. Throw it. Throw one of those. Throw the serve. And that's why Maria double falls so many times against Serena. Because Serena just like, she knows.
Well, she knows that she has to do better, and she can't.
Serena's just like, I'm picking a spot, girl. Any spot
I
I
wish
want.
Serena would go into presser and be like, bitch, please, she will never beat me again. You had your one shot. Revel in it, because it ain't ever happening again. Because you know what? I don't think it's ever happening again. The last time they played, I don't remember. It was a final somewhere. I don't even know what it was.
Never.
It was a good match. Was it?
Never.
Was it? Oh, Jesus.
It was a good match. And Serena
It was
coughing
good.
Up half a lung. Serena was coughing up half a lung, and Maria still couldn't get shit done.
I know, exactly. That's my point. She's never winning ever again. She had her one shot, and it's over.
Aww.
I'm telling you.
It's true. Don't aw. It's so true. She's never beating her again.
Meanwhile, Maria can't even win another grass title.
Aww.
That's because she plays, plays her best surface.
Every year as Wimbledon rolls around,
Every
every year as Wimbledon rolls around, all you could hear about her grass court credentials every single year until Serena just said no. She doesn't have any grass court credentials. That is my. Remember what Serena did to Safina?
It wasn't Serena. It was
Serena did.
Serena was just like,
they were going into the French Open.
look,
And or Wimbledon, I think it was, and they were talking about the number one.
and she's like, she won Madrid.
She said she won Rome and Madrid.
You know what? Those were some mean girl press
That
conferences.
was mean. Because
That's what I like.
Old
But
school mean girl press conferences.
that was-
That's what she loves. Serena that's what this Janina loves that stuff.
Yeah, I
That's
do.
like-
Where's Andy Roddick when you need him?
But you missed the
or
old.
a little good old fashioned Federer shade.
But you
What?
missed the old.
You know
school.
what?
The
Federer will
ultimate
give
shade.
you. Federer will give you some shit in a presser sometimes.
He will.
He can get pissy, and I appreciate that about him. I really do. Because, again, just say what you feel.
But you forget the ultimate shade was back in 1999 when Serena said, "Off Martina Hingis." That's what usually typical of people who are uneducated. I'm done. I'm done. People. I'm done. I'm done. Pack me out. This shit about to get real. I'm ready for this. Serena, 17 years old. The crickets came out. Oh my god. So, I mean, I would really love this too, but you know what? It would set the tennis wall on fire. These crazy fans out there would fucking lose their look of a TD attack. Because
Listen, I already think it, so I don't know what you're trying to say. If they just confirm it for me, I'd appreciate it.
But listen, these people go crazy. I mean, like, I don't know if. I mean, I agree with you. Sometimes I think they really want to say some shit, but I think the responsibility falls with the press. The press go in and ask stupid questions.
They do.
They ask stupid questions, and sometimes, excuse me, I think that's part of the problem. So they all know there's the stage responses, like, oh, I was injured, and I want the press to say, no, you weren't. You were running up and down all afternoon. That's not injured. I'm sorry. I don't know what medical book you were consulting, but, that's not it. When Divadal was saying some shit about, I got an appendicitis, but yet I'm going out and play.
I don't want to talk about that. Don't talk about that. I'll be very, very angry.
What is that shit? You can't see doctors in China, but you're going to go play and then go back and when you go to Spain. What the fuck is that? I want somebody press to be like, that's some bullshit.
That's what you do, though, Realz. You call the bullshit. You call the bullshit on this moment.
And that's the thing. I'm making the money, so, like,
you can.
Well, he's just a Monday morning quarterback, as Karen be saying shit. I'm a Monday morning quarterback, Karen. Karen, I'm a Monday morning quarterback. I just gotta know. Tell Realz the real truth, okay? Since we're all about letting our feelings out, talking about, letting players be real. But I don't think y'all are gonna be ready for the blood, because if we're gonna be doing that, we gotta expect more shit like from Andy Roddick, be like, we don't like you. Okay? Nobody likes you, okay?
It's not ever gonna happen because it's supposedly the gentleman's game. So we're not gonna get it. Even if Andy Murray is telling people
nobody likes
them. Like I said, Andy Murray, I'm not gonna listen to shit from you unless you can call out Djokovic. Joker Harlequin, he done shade you so many times and bigger your fucking ass twice. If you can't say shit about, if you still love him after he give you 2 bagels in 2 big tournaments, yeah, girl, you gotta shut the fuck up. Leave Rosal alone. Rosal ain't your enemy, okay?
That's like, that's picking on the lower ranked player. That's no fun. You gotta pick on your own.
Rosal is your friend.
Because somebody your own size.
Because of Rosal, you got to Wimbledon finals in 2012.
That's what I said.
I'm just saying, Rosal was your friend back then. So if you can't remember him doing you a solid back then, and you're learning ways to beat Roger Federer for the Olympics in 2012, 3 weeks later, you need to remember that Rosal saved your life. Okay, he gave England hope. Okay, so don't be coming for Lucas and saying shit about Lucas, okay? Because Lucas has a special place on RealzTenisFanz, okay? He has a special place. You see what happened to Divadal next year? Steve Darcy stuck his ass out in the first round. See what happened to him last year? He collected that money and trying to spend it. It's a lot of money came. I mean,
he had a shoulder injury.
These scrubs don't get that much money in their hand at one time. They usually get like 5.
Shoulder.
He paid up rent for 3 years, and he was just like, I don't need to fucking come back and tour. I could relax for a little bit. Second round of money was really good. So
shoulder injury.
You need to get your life in order, because apparently.
Excuse me. I will say though, I do approve of this very mouthy Andy Murray. Like, I think I approve of the way that he has been calling us on narratives, and so but I want him to call it for the real deal. So I like what you're doing. Keep going, but next time attack someone that's on your level.
Exactly. Attack the players. Attack your coworkers, okay? Because they be doing shady shit. Don't be going after the scrub because nobody's gonna see Rosal after this. Nobody. He's not gonna be on a court which has a TV camera, and ain't nobody checking for Rosal, okay? All they're gonna remember is that Rosal bumped into you. He punked you. And you said some shit like, we don't like you. That ain't shit. No, you say some shit to Djokovic. You say something to Joker. I'll try to come for Federer's wig. You know you'll be shut down in 2 minutes.
I don't think anybody's saying anything shitty to Federer.
He's
got that parent look. Like,
plus she has that big bad dog Merker Federer. She would handle shit for Federer. Federer don't need to do shit. You're a crybaby. Okay? Merker will handle shit for Federer. Federer don't even need to get into the ring yet, okay? I think when Federer comes in, he's gonna cut. I think Federer cut bitches very on the sly, you know. I would be afraid of Federer. He's a Leo too, so you know. I know we are very mouthy, you know. We're very witty, so I respect Federer. I wouldn't get him to fight with Federer. And anything else? Well, congratulations to Andy Roddick. It's his baby. I don't think Murray got all that magic in the bedroom. I'm just saying, you don't look like he can. So I think
my God. What do people that have? No, never mind. Stop.
Say it. This is real. We can talk about these things.
What does that mean? He doesn't look like he has magic in the bedroom. What do people look like that have magic in the bedroom?
Andy Murray looks boring as fuck, like he would be in the bedroom. He does.
I don't see. This is the thing. I don't agree. I think he looks like he'd work really hard for it all. I'm just saying.
I disagree. Kim looks like the kind of girl be like, no.
I can't make that. No.
Don't touch it. No, not tonight, baby. No. And Andy Murray's over there playing his video game.
Kim, that was sitting in the stands going, you fucking fucking fuck?
Yeah, that's her paycheck. Kim is
no. I think she's like to the right.
I don't know if you remember this story, but several years ago, Kim broke up with Andy Murray, claiming that Andy Murray was playing video games instead of playing with her control box. Okay? They broke up. So, I'm just saying, if I'm a straight man and I get that in my bed and that's available to me, hey.
He was young.
I can't imagine him doing it, actually.
Thank you,
Lord, you're a
mess.
mess.
Yeah, I just no, Merker and Fed, no, I can see them doing it all the time.
Well, obviously, you got all them damn kids to prove it.
Yeah, I can see them doing it.
Oh my God, look at you all. When did the podcast have shifted into raunchy? It has gone straight.
Every once in a while. This is a new segment. Can we be raunchy? We're getting down and dirty. And this is kind of down and dirty.
Oh, down and dirty in the dirt. All right, I see it.
By the way, before we leave, I just want to, I think we talked about everything, like the baby, you know, like my fan. I just want to say something going on. We mentioned Serena, but Patrick Moratargu, I just have a special rant about you. You need to shut the fuck up.
What did he do?
Alright.
What did he do?
Patrick needs to stop riding on Serena's coattail and trying to act like if he is the guru.
I think they have an arrangement on that. Nobody uses Serena. Come on, nobody uses Serena.
I agree. I think it's an arrangement, but Patrick,
if Serena doesn't allow it.
I agree with that. I'm not saying no, but Patrick, the real deal is that Serena was Serena before you showed up in the picture. I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah, but if it is that they're going into a new venture, we don't know what part of Serena's plan might be after tennis. Her plan could be to be an investor in that tennis academy. Maybe she's going to go into coaching.
She needs to be a silent partner.
Never can tell. And what better way to push your credentials? And I mean, come on. If I work in a law firm, and we get solicitations from lots of, hoity-toity legal magazines all over the world. Who's Who, Martindale, Hubbard, Legal 500, Chambers, etc. Part of that profile is presenting your best clients. to the world. So as a form of advertising, you have to go to the client and get confirmation that you can.
I get all of that. I understand that, but my point is
why would Patrick not use the most successful person who has passed through the Margotoglu Academy?
I get all that, but you know what?
For better or worse, Rick, for better or worse, Patrick has helped with her game.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying Patrick hasn't helped Serena, but I'm saying that Serena was Serena before Patrick came along. He's helped her.
Better with Patrick.
But I'm just simply saying that Patrick, for me, the mark of a really good coach isn't to make the extraordinary special. It's when you take a scrub or a winch and make them into a better player. And Patrick has been coaching and doing all this shit, and he hasn't helped. You know, Patrick used to work with Anastasia Fatichunkova. Pavlyuchenkova, I think that's her real name, but I call her Fatichunkova.
He's only as good as what
he used to work with her. And he dropped it.
Not success with players either.
And he
dropped success to date has been with Sharapova.
And well, she was always been there. And I don't like that. Anna Cohn wasn't really all that good. Brad Gilbert really wasn't all that good. They get exceptional students and try to pass off in the bullshit, and they really have no fundament. For me, it's just like I need to see your shit.
Their approach, because they have something that the player is looking for, and what Serena was looking for was someone to teach her about consistency.
Exactly. So he can help Serena, but I need you to not just help Serena. If you want to talk the talk, because in his last interview, he's talking about everybody. He's talking about the French people. He's talking about everybody. Like, it ain't your place. Just talk about Serena and talk about your academy.
Honestly, I disagree. I disagree because what he said about the French players was on point.
I'm not saying no, but it isn't his place to talk.
All about they prefer flair over winners, and that's one of the problems that is wrong with French tennis.
That's for Realz to say. Realz ain't a coach. Realz can say whatever he wants to say, but when you're a coach, I think it's bad business.
I don't think so. I don't think
it's kind of bad business.
Though, I have to say I'm having a real discussion with this whole issue, right? Because I think there's room for all types of approaches to tennis. I was thinking about that when I listened to your podcast before. You were having this discussion about winning and winning at all costs. And I don't know, I like the kind of inventiveness that happens with the French. Yeah, they may not win the tournament. They may not win. I just think that they're participating. Like, it's kind of like if you think about your own life and your own career and what you're doing, you're not always goal-oriented and end game all the time. Sometimes you take a leisurely route towards your life and your work, and it's imaginative and it's fun and it's engaging and it's interesting, and that's why I really enjoy the French. Like, I know that it's not, you're not going to build a nation like the Spaniards. Those people are workhorses with their tennis. And, that's fine for people who love that, but that doesn't get me excited about tennis. You couldn't pay me to watch certain people play tennis because I don't like their approach. It's too workhorsey. It's too just like driven and head down, and
completely.
It's like I get it. I get his point. Sometimes they need to get to the point, but I think that that's what makes tennis amazing and interesting is that people get to approach it in very different ways. I hate this sort of overarching seriousness that is on the tour. You get to that final, you win it at all costs, and it's boring to me. Like, listen, take the long way if you want to. You could have won that point, you lost it, that sucks. It's just, I don't know. There's a part to me that really is rejecting this whole sort of hardcore business edge approach to tennis.
I don't think that's the point that Patrick was trying to make either. There is a place for flair and drama and that kind of thing. There is, because there are some players. One of the reasons why I love to watch Simona Halep play is because of the flair that she brings to the tennis. It's the way how her body looks on the tennis court. It's her shot selection. one of the reasons why I love watching Azarenka play is her feet. I could sit and watch Azarenka's feet all striking day. And her comeback, one of the things when I looked at with Azarenka while she's coming back from injury, is her feet. Her feet were not moving the way how we in her heyday when she was #1, how her feet moved. And I remember Courtney Nguyen mentioning Halep's feet on Twitter, and somebody said, they don't really get it. What is it about their feet? And that's the flair part of the game that I like. I also like the player who really pushes hard. If Alizé Cornet was not such a drama queen, I could enjoy her tennis because she has variety in her game. It's the same thing with Carla Suarez Navarro. Carla Suarez Navarro is a workhorse, but she has flair in her game. Her backhand slice is one of the most good.
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
I mean, I guess I'm confusing just general on-court demeanor.
No, yeah, her game is very pretty.
Right.
Yeah,
her game is very pretty.
Her game.
She's just not pretty.
People look at Sarah Irani and all they see is this crappy serve that's barely clearing the net. But the ball gets into play and you get tops, hard shots. You get all these beautiful net approaches. Nobody puts away a volley on tour like Sarah Irani these days. With somebody who's so short and limited firepower. So it's not as if I'm not aware of the different nuances and that each player brings. But a coach along the lines of a Patrick, yes, he hasn't had big successes like he has had with Serena because Serena is exceptional. But the question
that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's. I think he's just.
Wait. What was he? What's the question, Karen? Sorry.
I'm not. Serena is exceptional. We all know what Serena's accomplishments were before she met up with Patrick. But then you look at. So he probably never had to do a lot of work, but he has had because we've seen the changes in Serena's game. Pavlyuchenkova is a player that everybody has said is talented, and she is talented. She hits a really nice, clean ball. But you look at Pavlyuchenkova, you can see a player who doesn't put in half the effort that she needs to put in. She's, 23 years old? She has a punch.
Pavlyuchenkova.
She cares little about fitness. She's hardly ever healthy. She has a constant chronic shoulder problem. She can't serve for shit. And it's like you wonder to yourself, here, look at Jeremy Shardy. Jeremy Shardy trains with Muratoglu, and look at Jeremy Shardy. Jeremy Shardy has actually picked his game up. He was basically on the brink of irrelevance a few years ago. Now he's in top 30 now, top 40? He's relevant again. He might not be winning big titles, but he's collecting a paycheck. He can actually support himself as a professional athlete.
Correct.
And you have to credit to the coach who is able to do that.
But my thing is that.
Yeah, go ahead.
My thing is Patrick has now fashioned himself as being the coach.
And why not?
Coach. And
listen, no. I disagree. He's not the coach. I get it. But you know what? It's all marketing. This is all it is. It's not marketing. This is his thing. This is his shtick. And you know what? He can do his shtick. We all see through it. We all know that Patrick has not taken anyone from 0 to 100.
Exactly. That's what I want to see.
From 75 to 100. And that's fine. I mean, very few coaches actually can do that. Very few of them can. That's the mark of that's a magician.
What has Darren Cahill done recently? He sat there courtside with Simona Halep, the #2 player in the world, and let her get her ass undeterred today.
Again, don't blame Darren.
And don't tell me that Simona didn't want to be in Madrid.
First of all,
don't tell me that she didn't want to be in Madrid.
Yes, I would say she didn't want to be in Madrid too. Darren was only there for the week, and which means since Simona went home. Since Simona went home today.
Program.
But she's not with him in constant. But he's not with her constantly.
He's supposed to be an Uber coach.
But he's not with her constantly. And like I said, my thing is that Darren Cahill isn't fashioning himself as being the coach, as being the great guru. That's my
I
problem
mean,
with Patrick.
but the
Really?
thing is, but you know what? We all see through Patrick. I mean, nobody believes it. I mean, I hate to say it. We all respect what he does, but nobody genuinely takes that seriously. We all know that it's just talk.
Because to me, he's turning into he's heading down the Brad Gilbert train.
No, he's not.
You're
No,
talking
he's
too
not.
much.
Okay,
You're talking too
stop.
much. I need to see you
Stop.
walking somewhere
No,
and stop talking.
no, he's not.
I
No.
don't like when a coach.
Slap in the face.
For me, I don't like when a coach is trying to be as high profile as his player. No,
Listen,
you
he's
need
trying
to be in the background.
Wait, listen, you need to stop that. You got double speak going. He's just trying to collect a paycheck, all right? He's
Oh,
trying
I
to
get,
get
but he's
paid.
gonna collect a paycheck anyway. But Patrick don't need money. Trust me.
But listen, he needs to get paid because when Serena retires, he wants you to remember his name, all right? So he
I
doesn't
can
want you
see
to
it
get
along that line. But
confused.
Patrick ain't struggling for money because Patrick built that school because his parents give him that money. He said such in the interview. He got parents' money. So Patrick isn't struggling like you and I are struggling. And I really think that. But I get what y'all are saying. I would agree with that. But I just think for me, just like Patrick, you talk too much. I need to see less of you. I need to see more of your players running around the place because that girl who Serena struggled so mightily against at French Open last year, Alizé Lam, in the first round, she and Serena trained at Patrick School, and where is Alizé?
So, and then you have some people who are just not. Some people who should really think about a second career.
But you know what though? You know what? Why? You know, this is the thing with this. This is the thing with the if she can afford to be on the tour, why think about a second career?
Like
You
I'm
know,
saying,
there's
I mean,
always
Anna
gonna be
Kay
some.
Anna
Yeah.
Keatavong was able to make a living, and she make a nice paycheck after on
Listen,
TV now.
we all have careers. Tennis is like any other career out there. Just because we focus on the top 200 doesn't mean that you can't have a perfectly fine life at 300 if you can afford it. If you can afford to be on the tour, do what you need to do. She's got a boyfriend on tour. Maybe they share accommodations. You know, it's like any job. You just make it work because that's what you love to do. Why move to somebody else? Maybe I think everyone needs to have an appropriate acceptance of their level. You're not going to be a Federer, but that's okay. You're going to go and you're going to win this, or you're going to win a couple matches, and this is going to be good for you. I mean, everyone needs to accept that they are at a certain level.
But
and there's nothing wrong with that.
But I think what we're seeing on the men tour in particularly, and perhaps on the women tour, that I don't think a lot of the players are doing that. They expect. I mean, I don't know. I just get from a lot of the younger players that they expect to roll over and just win shit.
Well, but you know what? As long as you're listen, Dimitrov has nothing to worry about. Dimitrov has sponsors. He's getting paid. That's like any job. It's like any job you have. You show up sometimes, even when things don't go well, and you're still collecting a paycheck. That's what tennis is. You know what I mean? It's like we all have to turn on. I mean, tennis is our fun time, but it's really their work. And let's think about how we all approach work.
But you know what? I was watching a lot of the and I have to say these scrubs. I mean, I gotta give it up to the scrubs because the scrub played those 250 today, those Challenger 250 last week or this week, and then they had to just like Ivan Dodic got to like the quarterfinals, and they had to turn around and play the next day in Madrid, fly from Timbuktu and get to Madrid and then show up and try to be competitive. That's a really hard life. When Federer just cruising in and they're gonna be like, Federer, do you want to play in the morning session on Wednesday, or do you want to play in the night session?
Listen, but he had to do it when his time was. That's the thing about tennis, is that everyone did it when they were doing. That's the cycle. That's the cycle you go through. And so I think that there needs to be more of an appreciation for variety on the tour, not just in play, but in how people approach it.
But in levels,
what they do, and their levels.
We need winners, we need losers, we need scrubs, we need galley workers. We need everybody,
Yes,
because
everybody makes the tour.
Someone gotta be in the back in the ballet waving that bush. We all can't be prima donnas. y'all
Listen,
can't be.
it's somebody's job to lose to Federer in the second round. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God. The way he played, the way he played in Istanbul, he looked like he might lose the second round in the French. You know, knock on wood, all that happened. But
I don't care, but I'm just saying it's my day to beat you, and it's your day to lose. Thank God.
well, it's true. Some of that, you know.
Like everyone can't win every match they're playing. You know.
You just can't. Scrubs just come for Joker and come for Divadal. Leave Mr. Federer, okay? He needs number 18, okay? He needs number 18.
I don't, I don't even care about these.
What just happened?
What do you mean? What's going on?
That whole conversation.
I know, we all got lost.
When they're making the rant. Karen, are you still there?
No, Karen was like... She stopped him from going on the rant. I was like, stop your Patrick rant.
Well, I was just saying, you know, for me, it's just a little messy one of the kids. But anyway, folks, I think we've come to, and I think we discussed everything that we wanted to. We discussed about the crazy card.
You know what? Let's talk about Davis Cup after.
Right.
Maybe can we do Davis Cup and Fed Cup? When is the next time they have their rounds? Maybe we'll have that.
In September, I think it is.
Let's prepare for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we can do all of that.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies. Any last word, ladies? Any prediction for Madrid, perhaps?
Who's winning it, please tell me, so I know.
Already over.
What?
Karen?
What? Just over for me.
Oh, you leave it with Venus?
Yeah. Venus lost, Caleb lost.
Adios, Karen. Janina?
I predict a hot mess.
Muy garbage for Janina.
I'm gonna give you my whacked out prediction. I predict Serena Williams and Andy Murray. There you go.
Murray.
Oh my God, you all.
What? I mean, I'm so sorry, people.
Murray gotta go through Rafa and.
So you can't even see my face. I can't even show you that face because it's a podcast. Because I'm just like, I am confused, concerned, and conflicted, Andreen. What is that?
I'm just saying that Murray's getting bitchy, and apparently the way to win Spain is to be bitchy. So
You're gonna leave Burditch and go to Murray? Really? Even Stanley?
Listen.
By the way, I don't know if y'all know this, but Stanley has been very quiet on Twitter since.
Well, he said, "Get out of my business."
Smart.
What else? He said, "Look, bitch, this is all I got to tell you. I ain't saying nothing else. Back the fuck off." So
he has got off of Twitter.
Listen, it's about time Stan lets his tennis do his talking.
Thank you very much.
He talked a lot too much. He talked too much. Time
he did
for
a
the
Jennifer
tennis.
Capriati. Get off of Twitter, okay?
Time for the tennis to talk. Time for us to talk tennis. That's it.
I mean, actually, I think Serena might win it. I mean, like, she's definitely hungry to, win more clay titles, and she feels that, more winning on clay, the more confident she gets to go into.
Well, she has to get past Sloane first.
And probably Alize or Muguruza in Paris. But on the men's side, I just think I agree with y'all. I mean, like, I just think it's gonna be a hot mess. I mean,
I like it messy. Go for it, boys.
Yeah.
Get messy.
Give us a new winner.
Usually when it gets messy, it's a mess.
The big drama, I guess, we didn't even talk about this, is that Divadal needs to be winning. Needs to win Madrid again, and needs to win Rome. Otherwise, he's coming number 5.
Good luck with that.
Divadal is ranked number 5. It's like Serena ranked number 81 and Trono.
I know. Come on.
It don't mean shit.
It just means it'll be easier road for you. That's all.
And so his fans need to shut the fuck up. Y'all need to stop.
Alrighty then.
Just stop talking with this number 5. He needs to be seated higher. Paris ain't seating him. I think Paris is trying to quietly tell y'all they just don't want another Divadal French Open title. They just don't want it. They're fed up with this fucking shit.
You know what? It's the same thing that's gonna happen like last year. They panicked about it, and then he ended up with number 4 anyway. So who knows? 9. No, I meant number 4 ranking.
Oh, in a row.
So, yeah, he ended up ranked in the top 4. So I mean, all of this is for naught. Who knows? Somebody might punk out. Remember when Andy Murray decided he wanted to take a break? and just skip Roland Garros and go to Wimbledon. Who knows? That could also happen. And then there goes your number 4 ranking. You know, so
I still don't even have faith Kay could even keep the number 4, could get to number 4 because Kay might be like, I ain't playing Rome. I gotta save energy.
You know what?
Oh
It would
my
be smart
gosh.
of him. It would be smart of him.
But anyway, folks, ladies, I appreciate you being here tonight. I hope I know people are looking forward to our podcast.
Oh.
So I'm gonna thank you. Number 10 is next week. So I can't wait for number 10. Yes?
I'm looking forward to number 10. Number 10 I think needs to have a definite sizzle to it. So I'm looking
It's
forward
an
to
anniversary.
that. Woohoo! 10. Big 10. That means we
Big
were
10.
able to say
10
we
inches.
were able
No,
to
10
count
inches.
10 inches. 10 inches and out of palm.
Well, on that note, it's been lovely, folks.
Good night, folks. Thank you. Don't forget to comment, folks. I really appreciate the comment, and tell us what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. We love it still, nonetheless. So have a good night, folks.
Bye.
Oh, sponsors, we need some money. I can't forget that. I just can't forget.
Good night, guys.
We're a bunch of bitches on budget, so get us
That should be the
get
name
us
of your
together.
podcast. Bitches on budget. Anyway.